Yay Networks.
Welcome to another episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. And for the first time in a long time, I know exactly what episode number it is. 307. I'm Kellie Raspberry Evans. This is my podcast co-host and husband. Not for all 307 episodes, I'd say for 99% of them. Hello, Allen Evans.
Hello, I'm Allen. Hey, Trey in the house. I'm here.
We are both here.
I'm back from the dead.
What a weekend we had, we enjoyed, and one of us remembers all of it.
That would not be me.
That would not be my husband.
Yeah.
One of us remembers all of it, and I don't think Alan, he minds me sharing what happened. I think you want me to tell what happened.
Oh, it's fine. I don't care.
Really?
No, I don't care. Because
it's not your proudest moment.
Because I've had a lot of not proud moments on this podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, and I've shared it all, but here's the thing. I'm putting this squarely on the shoulders of several of our listeners for keeping a shot in my hand.
Well, it's your responsibility because you took them.
I somehow want to pawn this responsibility off on somebody because this certainly can't be my fault.
Every shot that found its way to my hand found its way out of my hand. So one of us was completely sober. One of us was not. I think I've already spoiled the big reveal on that. But Alan we both had a lot of fun. But things got a little crazy. But we'll get to all that.
We'll get to all that because they don't even know what we're talking about.
Well,
a lot of people may have no idea what we're talking about.
We had a little gathering.
Yes.
For some of the podcast family members. It was not the first, but it was one of hopefully many to come podcast family meetups. You know, we live in the suburbs of Dallas, Texas, and they have just made restaurant capacities now to 75%, that's close to 100. You know, do the math. That's getting close, isn't it, Alan? I don't think they're going to make it. The next move is not 80%, 85%.
It's closer to 100.
I know. I think next move is going to be 100%. We're very excited.
I think so. I think things are trending the right way for us here in the great state of Texas.
That was great. So we had a good turnout come out to our restaurant called Oaked Barbecue, and we got to meet so many people finally face to face that we've only been seeing in the chat room when we record our podcast on Monday and Wednesday nights typically on YouTube, and we have a little chat room. If you ever want to get involved and be part of that chat room family, it's a Sandwich and Some Lovin'. That's the big name to find us. But it was nice to see so many people. People drove in. Did somebody fly in?
I think so.
Somebody flew in, I seem to remember.
We had people from a great state of Louisiana, from Kansas.
Yeah. It was crazy. It was
and from Oklahoma.
It was so nice.
It really was.
It was so nice and humbling and warm and fuzzy. And I wish everybody could have been there. But, hopefully for the next one. I don't know when that will be, but hopefully soon.
Yeah, we'll do it again for sure.
And so we got a lot to talk about from that. Alan had a lot of fun, like I said, but doesn't remember
What does that mean? You didn't have a lot of fun?
I did have a lot of fun, but you had a lot of fun that you don't remember.
Yes. Well, it was a fun weekend. Yeah, we'll talk about our weekend. I've got something that I think will be fun. And we talked about Gen Zers and millennials a few podcasts ago.
Yeah.
So
we got to wear a middle part. Alan, I tried a middle part. It didn't work. It didn't work.
And right after we broke that news, that was original content from me. Right after I broke that news.
For weeks,
it was all on the news after that. I'm like, we broke it first.
Yeah, I think sometimes those stories kind of rotate for a while. It's like, oh, we've already done that story.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But it was interesting, though.
It was. So anyhow, we have more interesting stuff on how Gen Zers talk.
Well, maybe this will be on the news next week.
Because, listener, you need to know this as a parent, if you are a parent, and how maybe your son, daughter, nieces, or nephews are talking. So I've got lingo that they're using and what it means. And then maybe we can...
It's going to scare us?
No, it's not going to scare you.
Because I know they have code they use in chats, so if their parents walk in, they won't, get caught.
Well, we have a few words. We're not going to go over their entire lingo, but maybe you and I can add our Gen X input on what we used to say in the day.
Back in the day?
In the day, yeah.
In the 80s?
Right.
I took my daughter, I want to talk a little bit about how that's going with my daughter, which is going really well, actually. And we went to a record store today. We went to a bookstore. Well, it was a book. It was half-price books. They had records. It was all old stuff. She wasn't interested. But they had a Funko Pop. She's really into these
Oh,
Funko
yeah.
Pop
I like
collectors.
Funko Pops, yeah.
And she's looking for, she loves WandaVision. She was looking for the WandaVision dolls. And she came across Roger Taylor from Duran Duran. They have Funko Pops for Duran Duran.
Really?
Now, if I was collecting Funko Pops, I would have bought the Duran Duran collection, because anytime anything with Duran Duran on it came on it back in the day, I spent all my monies on it. But, I was also working at the time. I don't tell my daughter what she can spend her allowance on. I try to steer her in the right direction and get her to save some money here and there. I'm like, you can get this online for about half the price, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I spent all my money on Duran Duran crap. If I could have that money back, oof.
I have a Metallica Funko Pop collection.
Yeah.
I think those are the only 4 I have.
They have so many for the Mandalorian and Child.
Oh, we have a
now.
lot of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just as an adult, I mean, this is your little man cave, but as a woman, I don't know where I would put those things. I don't really have a woman cave. So
Maybe you should start Precious Moments. Is that still a thing?
No.
Remember Precious Moments?
I do. I remember those, yeah.
Do people still do Precious Moments?
I think so. I know people collect these, I forget what they're called, but they're like these wooden carved statues of a mother when she's pregnant, and then there's one of her holding her baby, and then there's one with the toddler. You get them at like Hallmark stars.
Mhm.
Willow Tree. I think that just popped in my head.
Ad?
No,
Oh.
it's not an ad. But I mean, people collect those. I remember when I got pregnant, somebody gave me one, and I thought they were so sweet.
Mhm.
I just don't collect stuff like that anymore. I used to collect angels when I was younger, like angel,
I didn't know
like
that.
cherubs.
Oh, cherubs.
Like cherubs. I like to decorate with angels.
Is a cherub like a fat angel?
Well, cherubs in artwork are usually depicted as babies.
Oh.
Cherubs or angel babies.
I guess fat isn't the right word.
They're chubby cherub cheeks.
They're plump.
Right. So I collected those for
They're
a while.
juicy.
Yeah. I collected, in my youth, I collected stuffed animals. I collected dolls. I collected Madame Alexander dolls, just the little ones. My Aunt Velma she got me started on those.
I collected coins
Yeah, you
and
did.
stamps,
Mm-hmm.
and I sold them to a friend, and they're probably worth thousands and thousands of dollars now.
You just bored and got rid of
Just
them?
bored and got rid of them. He was my best friend. I said, you can have them. I didn't even sell them. I think I just said, here, you can have all my stuff. I'm
You
done.
still keep in contact with him?
It's been years.
You should reach out to him
And
and
just
say,
say,
just out of curiosity,
still
so I
have-
can kick myself in the pants again.
Oh, I used to collect silver. So I'd have rolls and rolls of silver quarters. Anything made before 1964 was silver.
Yeah.
And I had rolls of silver quarters, Ben Franklin, lewd, Ben Franklin half dollars, Morgan dollars, peace dollars. I had the Indian cents. They had the Indian head on them,
Oh, wheat pennies worth anything, or they're just fun to collect?
Some are. Some
people love getting a wheat penny.
some-
I come across them every once in a while.
wheat pennies are worth a lot of money
My
if
daughter
they're
makes
rare.
fun of me for that. I always pronounce the WH.
Wheat penny.
Wheat.
Penny.
And I also kick myself in the pants. I've talked about it before. Comic books. I loved not like Batman and Robin. I liked Archie comic books and all those spinoffs. And I had a lot of first edition comic books, and I kept them in brown paper grocery bags under the bed. And one day I was just cleaning out everything, and I threw them in the trash can.
Hey, man.
Just stupid. I didn't know.
Hey, Kelly. I'm gonna break away a little while. Go to the comic book shop. Hey, man.
I know our boss man. He collects comic books for investments. So anyway.
I mean, they had a effing like first edition Batman there, the original effing Batman. I effing paid like $5,000 for it.
I
Hey,
know.
man.
I know.
Yeah.
You're probably
Hey,
mad
man.
at me too. But we'll get to my update on how it's going with Emma Kelly too. We got a lot to get to in the podcast.
Oh,
Thank you all for being
We
here
do.
for it.
We do, and we have your favorite bit.
What?
Not your favorite bit. I'm talking to the listener.
Oh,
right now.
sorry. I'll just step back.
Yes.
What's their favorite bit, honey?
Their favorite bit is a bit called Kellie Claps Back.
Oh, my
we have a
gosh.
piping fresh hot edition that was submitted maybe 3 days ago.
He jumped up when I
Yes.
said it, and he huffed and marched out of the room. And did you find a pen and a paper, or did you put it in your phone? You were
I
you
didn't have
huffed out of the
yeah,
room.
I didn't have my phone, so yeah, I harumphed.
He did. He jumped up.
Yeah.
And because I'm sitting right here, I'm sitting
Right.
now at the desk doing work, which has become my office.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He harumphed out of the room
Yes.
to make a note of that. I was like, oh God,
Not only
whatever. I don't
did-
even care.
Yeah, we'll get into it. But not only did Kelly clap at me, she clapped at me from my chair in my office from my desk. Kind of like I was a little person, you know.
But after a year,
I was
has
like
this become my office?
Yeah, pretty much.
Can I start redecorating now,
No.
please?
I like my office. Your
He also
office.
told me he used that finders keepers crap on me. And
Yeah, I did.
He didn't clean out his pockets. At the bottom of the washing machine, I found $50.
There you go.
And I, being the good wife, I could have pocketed it, right? I brought him his wet 50 and I gave it to him. He said, "Hey, finders keepers." I said, using that logic, that money's mine, right?
You know, somebody I don't know where that came from.
Somebody gave it to
Somebody
you.
had to give it to me at the party. I have no idea why.
Maybe they put drinks on your tab or Jeff's tab.
And stuffed money in my pants.
Because Jeff had a Whopper tab.
Oh.
You might want to just on default consider that was Jeff's.
He's going to be paying that tab for a while.
Yeah, that's probably for him. We'll get to all of that. We have a lot of good stuff to get to, and hopefully we'll get to all of it. But first, I want to ask you a question. How's your comforter looking these days? Is it a lot like you feel? Maybe a little lumpy, maybe a little deflated, not the same fluff it used to have. If your comforter's looking tired, it's time for a refresh with Brooklinen. If you sleep with a comforter, you want one thing, comfort. I mean, come on, it's in the name.
Comfort.
And Brooklinen has a collection of comforters and other home essentials so you can live your most comfortable, beautiful life. And their comforters come in lightweight, all season, and ultra warm because everybody likes a different level of comfort, right, when it comes to the comforter. Plus, they even have weighted comforter options. When I was talking to Dee Dee, was it Dee Dee, the one that lives in the RV?
Mm-hmm.
And she was telling me, "Kellie, you've got to get a weighted comforter." She said it's life-changing. Well, maybe I will. Brooklinen sells one. And there's even an eco-friendly recycled down alternative. And Brooklinen's comforters pair perfectly with their sheets, pillows, and duvet covers. And this past Saturday night, another one of our podcast family members said, "Kellie, I'm really in the market for sheets. Tell me, what's the deal on Brooklinen?" I'm like, we love it. Alex and I got the Luxe what would we get? The Luxe Sateen. That's what it's called. Luxe Sateen in the graphite color. It's like a charcoal gray. So not only did it feel luxurious, it looked luxurious.
I thought we got the Luxe Dusk.
That's the mattress.
Oh.
We got the Luxe Sateen sheets.
That's right.
You're confusing sponsors.
I am confused.
That's why you leave this part to me, honey. But look, you're getting the luxury look and feel, but you're not paying the luxury price because Brooklinen works directly with manufacturers to give you a fair price. No middleman means no huge markup. Seriously.
And you should treat yourself to the ultimate comfort with Brooklinen's Comforter Collection. Go to brooklinen.com and use promo code Kellie. Okay. Kellie.
I told her at the podcast family meetup, I said, Kellie is the code.
Kellie.
That's right.
To get $25 off with a minimum purchase of $100. That's Brooklinen, BROOKLINEN.com. And enter promo code Kellie for $25 off with a minimum purchase of $100. That's brooklinen.com. Promo code Kellie. KELLIE.
I still want that on a hat or a shirt or something. Promo code Kellie.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got to get started. Dive in.
Well, we had a little get-together at our restaurant, which you mentioned, and the get-together was on Saturday, but we had a lot of people coming in from other areas. Some were local, but we had people from Fort Worth. Some were coming in a little bit early from other states. But Jeff and I were talking, Bad Influence Jeff, our friend, and we just were brainstorming, hey, maybe we should get together with some people that are coming in early. And I said, now look, I'm not trying to invite everybody to your place or anything, but that might be at a restaurant. What do you think? And he goes, oh, totally. Let's have
So you were the one that suggested Jeff's
I
originally?
didn't ever suggest his place. I just said, what do you think about getting together? And I think he was the one that brought up his house. And I said, look, I'm not trying to invite everybody over to your house because that's your home, you know? He goes, oh, I'm totally cool with it.
He wasn't only just cool with it. He let people sleep over.
He had people, that was like the freaking Hilton Day Jeff.
It was.
I mean, he had people sleeping there. I mean.
And he and his girlfriend.
Yes.
KK.
His very wonderful girlfriend.
We love KK. We love KK.
We do.
And we're sitting there and he introduced her as his girlfriend and KK, I could tell she was like, what? Because I thought, I don't know that he's ever introduced her as that before.
I have never heard
That's
that.
monumental.
Yeah, it was big.
And I was just tickled. I was
big.
tickled because we like KK a lot. And, you know, you never want to pry or intrude. And we don't like to tell Jeff what to do, but we wanted to tell Jeff, please don't screw this one up.
Yeah.
That's what we wanted to say. So we're really happy about that. But KK was a wonderful co-host.
She was. And they had this charcuterie board.
Yes, her friend made this charcuterie.
I had never seen such a thing.
I wish I could take credit for it. And in fact, it's her friend. And she's like, I'm thinking about doing this as a business. I said,
She
absolutely, you should.
She should. And I posted pictures of this in our little meetup group. But this thing was amazing.
Yeah.
It had everything.
You don't ever discount the power of a good charcuterie board.
No. And, you know, it was a nice night. We got to meet some people we'd never met before.
Yeah.
There wasn't any total buffoonery and
really,
craziness.
No.
There really wasn't.
Little
And
karaoke.
the night
Just a
ended.
little karaoke. It was fine.
The night ended with me and Jeff doing the, you know, Eddie Vedder at the end of the Even Flow video, just kind of falling back into the couch, you know. And,
it was late.
And just passed out.
We
and
didn't
then
realize
all
it was 2 a.m.
All the ladies were up at 2 a.m. like
Yeah.
karaoke.
We didn't realize how late it got. So then we left. We were good, and we left. And but we were fine the next day because we didn't go hard Friday night.
Fine the next day.
Saturday night is another story.
That was the big event at Oaked. That started at 6:30. And
we were fashionably late as always.
Yes. And Chef Mike put together a nice kind of discounted all-night happy hour for our friends that were going to meet us there.
Our menu was so cute because we all had hello, my name is whatever tags. And the restaurant was just packed with people wearing these name tags. And that was good because that's how we knew who was in our group. And you don't know people's faces yet, but you know their names.
Right.
But anybody that came into the restaurant normally, they all thought it was like some singles mingle.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Because when you go to a singles activity, that's what you do. You do name tags.
Yeah.
So we look like a big single mingle.
And
and everybody wanted to be part of our party.
Were they asking?
Yeah, they were coming in. They were like, is this a singles thing? Are we supposed to be here? We're like, no, you could be here. But, you know, we're just doing a podcast thing. So
they were probably wondering what kind of singles thing it was because one of our very best customers at Jeff's house gave me a little care package. And it's Sarah. Sarah, thank you for my little care package. She had a Star Wars dish towel, pineapple napkins, a pineapple straw, pineapple
swingers.
Yeah, absolutely. Pineapple straws. And then she gave me a plastic hand.
Is it plastic or silicone?
Well, silicone.
Rubby. I don't know what that is.
It's like a mannequin's hand.
Yeah.
And on the hand, on the palm, it says, hello, hand. So we had this at the party sitting right there at the hostess table.
It's a table decoration.
Yes. So the singles people were probably like, what kind of party is this?
Yeah, lewd.
But then our people, they just looked at it. They just kind of nodded knowingly like, I'm in the right spot.
Yeah.
Right?
But it was fun. I mean, it was so wonderful to see so many people that made an effort to be there, right? Because we're coming out, you know, tail end of the quarantine and people are wanting to get out and be social again. And now we were so relieved that the weather was nice. We had the open air patio so people could be outside. There's not really restrictions. I know every state's different. This is the way Texas is. There's no real restrictions on a patio, but, you know, inside it was 75% capacity, which was really great, because it gave everybody room and everybody felt good about it. And we just got to meet so many people and it was fun. Now, they have a drink named after me. It's the Kellie Martini. They have one named after you too.
Dime.
But I drink, when I go there, I have my martini. So I have my martini.
Yeah.
There all night. And then after that, I started drinking water. I was like, I'm going to be a good girl. People were handing me shots. There was a gummy bear shot I've never heard of. There was a peanut butter and jelly shot. You know, I was very tempted because that sounded really delicious. The gummy bear, not so tempting. The peanut butter and jelly sounded really tempting. I said, nope, can't do it, Nick. Can't do it. I'm going to be responsible. Not my husband. Not my husband. If they put it in his hand, he drank it.
Well, here's the deal. I was walking around and I was having a great time. It was fine. It was just we were just visiting with everybody.
Yeah, we were visiting. It's like a wedding reception.
There wasn't craziness. There wasn't a conga line.
Yeah.
There was no dancing.
No.
We were just visiting.
But if you've ever been a bride and groom at your own wedding reception, you understand what I'm saying. You're talking to everybody you can, and there are still people you don't talk to. Because it's like, no matter, you can't talk to everybody. You just want to show everybody attention, and it's hard. So I feel bad because I know a couple people that were a little shyer left without ever coming up and saying hi. So I feel bad about that. But we had a really good time meeting people, and I think we've got a lot more people coming on our podcast family vacation now because of that. A few husbands that tagged along kind of begrudgingly are like,
the husbands
we're in.
The husbands were great. And
The husbands were great.
Let me tell you something. In my experience, this always happens. The ladies, the gals, who tend to be most of our listeners, let's face it, they'll bring their husbands, kind of beg sometimes their
they don't
husbands.
want to go by themselves.
Right.
Please come with me.
To come to the vacation or come to one of these kind of things, and they'll come along. And what I'll hear is, yeah, he really didn't want to come. He was kind of like, really? A podcast thing? And then they end up having a great time. And all the guys that I met were super nice, fun to talk to. Good sports, just great guys.
One of them said he wants to be bad influence. Was it Dan?
Bad influence Jim.
Bad influence Jim now.
The Finks from Kansas, they were probably responsible for maybe 3 of the, I don't know how many shots I took.
Bad influence.
But this is where I screwed up. I got there and I immediately wanted to start talking to people, and I didn't eat. So I had I didn't eat. I think I had a tiny piece of one of the stuffed peppers, and that was it. So
Not smart.
So yeah, time just went, and before I knew it, it was like 10:30, 11, and then, babe, I was just talking to people.
We were home before then, honey. It was earlier.
We were?
Than that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was talking
because you didn't keep track of time.
I was talking to people, and then the lights just went out.
Yeah.
So you'll have to take it from here because the lights went out, and the next thing I knew, I woke up and I have my shirt on and it's kind of like wet. And I'm like, my pants are still on, but I have no belt, and my boots and belt were on the bedroom floor.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, well, I either got lucky or I got roofied,
you did not.
or both.
You did not.
No.
In fact, I slept in the guest room that night.
Yeah. So
I tried out the new guest room bed.
So Kellie told me what happened, but I'll let her tell you the story.
Well, it was a lot of fun. So, okay, so we mingled with everybody. It was great. And then Allen, at one point, everybody's doing shots, and I'm tired now. It's been a long day. It was probably, I think, about 10 o'clock at this point. And I'm sitting down, and I look at Allen. I say, honey, I think it's time for us to close out the tab. And he looked at me and he said, no, it's not. I said, I think it's about done. He's like, leave it open.
Whoa.
And I said,
Did I say it like that?
You were just like matter of fact. You were like, no, we're not.
Oh.
Leave it open.
Wow.
I said,
kind of prickish like that?
You're just kind of like,
I'm
not ready to go.
Did I move my head like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You cocky thing.
Wow.
So,
Clap.
So he says, I'm going to go to the bathroom. So he goes walking in a semi-straight line.
I don't remember
bathroom.
any of this, by the way. Yeah.
So I'm sitting there and I'm talking to the couple you married.
Oh, Simony and Manuel.
Yes,
Manny.
Simony and Manuel.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there and we're talking about, just they want to go to Mexico and have fun with us. And her child was there. It was just a really fun time. And I'm waiting for Allen to come back from the bathroom, and I noticed he wasn't there. And so then I finally look over, and he had sat down at a table in the back.
Okay.
And he was facing us, but there's a table there, and it looked like he was on his phone, scrolling his phone. It was, if that was the case, the phone would have been underneath the table and he was looking down at it. And that's when Manuel said, oh, he's on his phone. And I said, I think he's asleep. Because he wasn't,
God.
There's certain, even though it's subtle, there's some movements when you're scrolling a phone. I think he's asleep.
So I was just basically a statue.
So Manuel and I went back to check on you.
Oh, you and Manny went back there.
We went back there. And he walked, I said, Allen, you were asleep. And then Manuel came around, and Manny, he likes to be called Manny, right?
Yeah,
Manny.
either. Yeah.
So he gets over beside you. He's like, hey, bud, or whatever. And you kind of wake up and you kind of scroll a little bit, but you were asleep.
Uh-huh.
And I looked down and he's talking. He's like, you okay, man? You okay? And I thought you were crying because this water started dripping down, and I thought he was crying. I thought it was tears. He was sweating profusely. And then I started getting a little nervous because I was like, he hasn't been dancing.
No.
I mean, it's not like he's coming off the dance floor. And he just sat down after going to the bathroom, and now he's sweating profusely.
Yeah.
And I was a little scared.
I don't think I made healthy choices later in the evening.
They have on the table, because it's a barbecue restaurant, they have those, paper towels, kind of the brown, kind of rougher paper towels that you just rip off. So I just ripped off a wad of them and I started patting them down.
Was a scene being made?
By this point,
Hopefully nobody saw.
Well, there was a whole bunch of people at the front of the restaurant. By
But they
this
didn't
time,
see, right?
I think Clint might have come over, Mike, anyway,
Oh,
the manager or something.
gosh.
1 or 2 people came over at this point. And I said, "Are you ready to go?" You're like, "Mm-hmm." And I said, "Well, I'm going to go pay out the tab." And Manny said, "Do you want to go out the front of the back?" And Alan motioned to the back. I was like, "Okay." Well, they picked you up and started walking you out the back, and I still had to go pay out the tab. So I raced up to the front. I paid the tab. I ran around and got the car and drove in the back, and they kind of maneuvered Alan to get in the car, and, they just plopped him down. We, everybody that's ever, when you, people, we've all been there, right? We've all been there, just not as grown men.
It's not a good feeling.
not as grown men. So, and everybody was concerned about me. I was like, "No, y'all, I've been drinking water for like the past 3 hours. I have one drink. I'm fine. I'm completely fine." So Alan, we're trying to get him buckled in, but he's just so there. He's not.
I'm just
helping.
so what?
You're not helping. You're just dead weight.
And I'm kind of a big man
kind of a
too.
big guy.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of like there. And so we're trying to, we're lifting your arms up.
Oh
and
my
trying, and Manny's trying
gosh.
to lock you in, and they get your feet in.
You had to
And we're
lift
like-
my feet in.
Yeah. And so we're like, "Okay, thank you guys. I'm so sorry. Thank you." You're like, "Okay, well, just let us." Jeff said, "Text me when you get home and let me know you got home." Okay. I don't think Jeff was even out there at this point. Somebody said, "Text me when you get home." Well, at that point, I start to take off, and you go,
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
and he leans forward, and I was like, "Alan, open the door! Open the door!" And you just, ooh. So I throw the car in park. I run around, and they hadn't gone inside yet. So they all come running back over. And by this time, I think Jeff has joined the party. I don't even know who's there at this point. So anyway, we get you unbuckled. I'm like, "Please don't throw up in the car." And so you lean out, and you're just kind of like sweating,
Dry
and
heave.
spitting.
Oh, gross.
And so they get him out, and they stand him up, and he just like crumples down in a squat. And he just, "Do you really want me to keep telling this? This is so bad."
You've gone this far.
You said you want me to tell it. So we're all like looking at you hand on hip, and we're like, "What are we going to do? What are we going to do with this?" I'm like, "I got to get him home." And Nathan, who is our pit master, he also drives Uber sometimes. He said, "Look, I've dealt with this a lot." He said, "You get him in the car and you crack the windows. Do not turn on the air conditioner."
Okay.
He said, "That will make you throw up." And I had never heard that before.
I haven't heard that either.
I said, "I don't love the windows being cracked, because you know how I get when you do that. I don't like it at all." I was like, "Windows cracked, no air conditioner. Got it." So, and Jeff said, "Kellie, how are you going to get him in the house when you get home?" I said, "I might just park him in the garage and let him sleep in the car." I had no idea how I was going to get you out of the car.
You just leave me in the garage all night.
I would have, because the engine wouldn't have been running. You wouldn't have died of carbon monoxide. You'd just been in the car.
Would you have rolled the windows down?
I would
at
have rolled the
least?
windows down and put a blanket on
You know, there's rats out there. They'd have started gnawing on me.
I mean, what else? How else was I going to get in the house? So Jeff said, "I'll get in the car with you." And so
Poor Jeff.
He got in the back, and he was trying to talk to you the whole. So anyway, we
What was
go
he
home.
saying?
He was just like, "My man, you okay, my brother? You okay, my man?"
My
That
man.
kind of thing the
Yeah.
whole way home. And we finally
Nothing?
realized,
What was I doing? Just
you were
nothing?
just asleep. You weren't talking.
Yeah.
And you were kind of breathing like a pant. It was like,
Trying to get air.
well, that's like the nausea pant that I do.
It was my
When
real.
it's like I'm gonna
It was
throw
my
up.
real skinny windpipe too.
Yeah, probably. Chef Mike gave us a trash bag in case you threw
Oh
up.
yeah.
And Nathan gave us cold, wet towels to put on your neck and on your head.
Good Lord. So I was that
And you
guy.
have no recollection of any of this.
I have no recollection of any of this. So I was that guy that needed all this high maintenance at the end of the
Yeah.
night.
So got you home.
Uh-huh.
And oh gosh,
you
I
just-
can't believe you wanted me to tell this
So-
story. But everybody's had that night,
So you
right?
just
In
pull up-
college, maybe? In college?
So you just pull up to the driveway.
I pulled up the driveway.
Well,
there-
see, I never have nights like this because I don't do shots.
I know.
Unless people buy me shots.
you don't have to drink them. That's the point.
Well,
you can politely decline.
I know, but if somebody's, I just feel rude if I don't.
Well, I rudely declined and I was sober. So anyway, so we get home and Jeff manages, bless his heart. So I run in the house and he's like, "I got him, just go." So I turned down the bed and got you ready. I got the bed ready and he got you to the bed and we sat you down and you just fell out. And so we pulled off your
I
boots.
did another Eddie Vedder.
You just fell out and Jeff pulled off one boot. I pulled off the other. I took
How
off
did
your
you
belt.
get those boots off?
I know how to, honey, I pulled off my daddy's boots my whole life.
Because you worked at?
Go West in the Florence Mall. We've got hats and belts and boots, jeans and shirts and Western suits, all the finest Western wear. Go West.
Go West.
Go West.
Go West.
We got the finest Western wear. Go West.
Go West.
Them good old boys gonna treat you well. Go West.
Go West.
Don't settle for less. Go West.
Let us bring out.
That's Go West.
Go West in the Florence Mall. Let us
bring
out the cowboy in you.
So I know how to pull off a boot. So Jeff pulled off your boot. I pulled off the boot. I unbuckled your pants and slid the belt off. And I was like, I can't get anything else off of him. But his shirt was soaking wet from the wet towel. So I unbuttoned it so it wouldn't be just like wet on him. And he just kind of flopped over at that point. I was like, Jeff, I think that's about as good as we're going to get. But you were like so cattywampus
Like sideways on the bed?
You were like cattywampus. And I was like, there's no way. And plus, you fell asleep like that. You couldn't put your mouthpiece in. So you were going to be snoring. I knew it. I was like, I'm just going to sleep.
Basically a hot
I offered
mess.
I offered Jeff to sleep over. But he said, no, I need to get an Uber and get home. Because he had all those guests staying there from, the podcast family.
Right, right.
So it took him about half an hour to get an Uber. It was just, I don't know what was going on.
So what did Jeff do while he was waiting on the Uber?
He just sat in there with me and we talked.
How late was this?
It was probably by this time about 11:30.
Oh, so that's not too bad.
By this time. And I cleaned out the dishwasher. And Jeff and I just chit-chatted. And at one time, it took him forever to find an Uber. And I said, please stay. It's fine. He's like, no. So anyway, after that, I went and put on my pajamas and went upstairs and slept in the guest room. And so the next morning, I sleep in. It was, kind of cloudy and rainy. And it was finally about 8:30, 9 o'clock. I was like, well, I guess I need to go down and check on Alan and make sure, he's okay. I come down the stairs. He's up in the kitchen, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, making breakfast for me.
It's not my first rodeo, Evans. Been there, done that.
I was like, what the hell? I don't understand. He took it out. He took an Alka-Seltzer Plus or something.
Yeah, and I did have a lot of shots, which is what got me. But I was drinking the like vodka on the rocks, and I don't get a hangover on those.
I could not believe
I was just tired.
my eyes.
I was just tired.
I could not believe my eyes. He was standing there making me breakfast. I was like, I looked rougher than he did.
That's true.
Hair everywhere,
That's true.
makeup
Yeah,
everywhere
that's
because I
true.
didn't, But that was the adventure of Alan. That's the whole thing.
That was the adventure, yeah. And we've all been there. A lot of us have.
Some of us younger than others when we go there.
Hey, I tell you what, I am too old for that stuff to be doing shots. I'm not gonna smell that stuff until
July.
Mexico. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Oh man.
Hey, but you know what? I had a New Year's Eve episode a few years ago, and Alan didn't make me feel bad about it. I was hosting the party at a hotel and did not even make it to midnight. They paid me to be there to do the ball drop at midnight, and I couldn't even do it.
See, I was the one lifting you.
I know.
And then we fell down coming out of the elevator.
We're horrible, horrible people.
Yes.
But, we don't do this every week.
But hey, the event was awesome. It was so fun. It was great to meet everybody. And
everybody thought, like, where'd Alan go? They were all wondering where you went, didn't they?
Alan checked out.
Ghosted.
I didn't really hear from many people that said, where'd you go?
By then, it was most people
By
were
then,
gone.
the party had
Yeah,
gone.
it's pretty thinned out.
Right.
But it was fun.
It was fun.
Alan and I have so much we want to talk to you about, but we're not always able to squeeze it in during one little podcast.
Which is why Kellie and I are inviting you to join us on Stereo. It's like a bonus episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. Only you are part of the conversation.
Yes, and we're going to be coming to you live on Stereo Tuesday nights at 7 Central. So if you haven't done this already, download the Stereo app. It's free wherever you download your favorite apps. And then follow us. I'm Kellie Raspberry. I should say at Kellie Raspberry.
And I'm at the Alonzo 1971. And like Kellie said, this is live. And we want to talk to you so you actually get to be a part of the show.
Yes, and if there's a question you've always wanted to ask, we've never addressed it on the podcast, this is your chance. But I'm going to put my foot down about the Hello Hand story. I don't want you telling that one, Alan.
Oh, come on. It's a great story. And it's live. So if you're not there, you will miss it. So go right now and download the free Stereo app and then follow me at the Alonzo 1971.
And me at Kellie Raspberry. Then join us at 7 p.m. Central Tuesdays on Stereo. Did Chef Mike say anything to you about it?
No. No, I went to Oak tonight to eat because I didn't get to eat at the thing.
Yeah.
And I was downtown for a meeting, and just on the way home, I swung by Oak, and yeah, he was there, and he didn't say
Did it
a
make you
word.
feel bad?
He didn't say a
I'm
word.
telling you, that's
He didn't
good
say a
guy
word
right
about
there.
it. Oh, that
Because
guy.
another guy would have like given you total grief over that.
Well, you know what I heard he did? He took some people all the way up to Jeff's that needed a ride.
Do y'all understand how far that was?
That's
for
a
him?
long way.
That was over an hour of driving for him to do that. That was very, very kind. So anyway, we've got some more stuff to get to. Thanks for listening to that very long story, but that's what happened. You know, Alan needs to live a healthier lifestyle.
Wow.
I'm transitioning, babe. But, you know, small changes. We all would like to live a healthier lifestyle, but it's just the small changes that can really add up in a big way. And if you're not sure where to begin, let me introduce you to Grove Collaborative. You want your home clean, you want your home healthy. It's never been more glaringly important than the past year. But looking for household products, both natural and effective, that's the key. And that can be overwhelming. Well, Grove Collaborative did all the research for you. They are the online marketplace that delivers healthy home, beauty, and personal care products directly to your home. You can browse their site at your leisure. Grove Collaborative has thousands, literally, of home, beauty, and personal care products, all guaranteed to be good for you, your family, your home, your pets, and the planet. Now, I personally love cleaning with Mrs. Meyer's products. Her multi-surface cleaner, I keep a bottle underneath the kitchen sink. I keep a bottle underneath the bathroom sink because I know there's not putting any of that bad stuff on the counters that our food is touching and my hands are touching and then my face. And also the Grove Collaborative hand sanitizer smells so good. You've all been at those places where you use their hand sanitizer and you smell your hands and you almost want to throw up. The Grove, let me tell you, if you're going to order anything from Grove, try their hand sanitizer. The citrusy orange one's really good. And I also love you don't have to run all over town, because Grove Collaborative delivers all these things right to your doorstep. Shipping is fast and free on your first order. Over 2 million households have trusted Grove Collaborative to make their home healthier and happier. Are you going to be 2 million and one?
Making the switch to natural products has never been easier. And for a limited time, when our listeners go to grove.co/sandwich, you'll choose a free gift with your order of $30 or more, but you have to use our special code. So go to grove.co/sandwich to get your exclusive offer. That's grove.co/sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Love Grove.
Did you have a sandwich for dinner tonight?
No, I went with my usual. I went with the half pound of Wagyu brisket, jalapeno cheese sausage, slaw, and pickles.
Nathan was so sweet. We sold out of burnt ends the other night, and he had one little cup he saved for me.
Is that right?
He's so sweet to
Nathan's
me.
a very nice man.
He's our pit master. We love him.
He sent me a DM today. He said, "Hey, man, are you okay?"
He was the one giving me the tips. Listen, if you ever have to drive drunky person home, don't turn on the air conditioner. Roll down the windows. Who knew?
Hey,
He may have saved our car being cleaned out.
like my friend Melissa, who was at the event, said. She says, "You're a very happy drunk," and I said, "Well, I am until I get to be a very sleepy drunk.
Yeah,
I get happy and then I just get sleepy."
Yeah, but I'd rather have a happy drunk than a belligerent picking bar fights drunk.
Yeah. All right.
But Alan really, honestly, y'all, I know a lot of people listen. Alan really does not do that on the regular. He really does.
I really don't. Yeah. It was
He's a
out
good
of
guy.
out of character for me.
It was, but you were having a good time, and I don't think you got that drunk in Mexico.
I don't think I've been that drunk in
I don't think
a long time.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen you that drunk.
Oh no.
I really don't.
Yeah.
I don't remember you ever being that drunk.
I haven't. That was like you on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where you needed physical assistance.
Yeah, we've been together how many years now? 5?
Mm-hmm.
So once every 5 years we get to do that.
There you go.
But hey, we're starting a new 5 years, so I get one more.
Oh gosh. You'll do it on my birthday trip.
Yeah, on your birthday trip, I'm going to ruin it.
Yeah, you won't ruin it. That's what you're supposed to do in Mexico.
That's right.
Okay, babe. Slang words teens and Gen Zers are using and what they really mean. Okay, so this is language that you and I really wouldn't use, I don't think. But they use this on social media. And I thought we could go through a couple of these, see what we think about them.
What we might have said back
and
in
what
the
did
day.
we say? Yeah.
Gosh, that's kind of hard.
So
Let's see.
A Gen Zer born approximately 1995 to 2010. So these are all our
Okay.
kids except Dylan.
Okay.
The first one, flex. To flex as a verb is to knowingly flaunt and show off. As a noun, a flex is the thing being shown off itself. For example, he drove himself to school in a new car the day after he got his license. He's trying to flex.
Yeah. I think we would have just said show off. I don't think we had a fancy word for show off, did we?
Situation 2, big flex. I just got a job promotion last night. Big flex. I just got a job promotion last night.
You're showing off.
Yeah. What would you say? Puff up?
I don't know. In the 80s,
He's
I
trying
thought you
to
said show off.
he's trying to puff up. He's trying to blow up.
I don't remember.
Bow up.
I don't know a slang word for that other than show off.
He's trying to drop a dime. That's what I would
You
say.
say drop a dime.
That's what I would say. Okay. Well, they're saying flex. You good with that?
It doesn't bother me.
Okay. The next one is extra. To be extra is to be unnecessarily dramatic and over the top.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so Gen Zers would say something like, she celebrated her birthday for an entire month. She's so extra.
I should have had some time to research these because I don't remember what we would have said in the 80s.
I think we would have said she's so high maintenance.
In the 80s?
Yeah. I call people like that fussy britches myself. I call them fussy britches. People that are real fussy like that. Yeah. Period.
Oh, yeah. That's just like...
Period.
That's the equivalent to working your neck. Like, I'm telling you how it is. Period. But I don't ever use that.
Period is a word used at the end of a sentence meant, easy for me to say, to add emphasis to a point that has been made. It is often regarded as a more extreme or intense version of period. It is also preceded by the words, and that's on, to add further emphasis.
And that's on God. You left off God. And that's on God.
Period.
Yeah, you say that's on God.
Situation 1. I don't want to hear anything else about it and what I'm doing wrong until you find ways to get yourself right. Period. Situation 2. This is the best movie of all time, and that's on period.
That's on God. It's supposed to say, and that's on God. Right? Y'all heard that. Even Justin Bieber sings that.
Okay.
On God, right? I think we just say word to your mother.
Well, no, we
used to say word.
I think we would say something like, you feel me? You got it?
I'd say word
no,
to your mother.
No, you would not say word
yes,
to your
I
mother.
did.
You said...
I said word to your mother.
In South Carolina, you said word to your mother.
I did.
Yeah.
Word to your mother.
I find that hard to believe. We have dogs barking in the background. I'm
Totally
not sure
threw Alan
why.
off. Well, they're in the crate,
Oh,
so it's
I
fine.
see. I see why. Okay. The next one's wig.
Wig out?
Wig is a phrase used to refer to something that is amazing. It refers to the idea that what you saw was so amazing and incited so much shock in you that your wig blew off.
See, now, I watched Real Housewives.
Beyonce posts a photo, wig, in the comments.
All right. Well, see, now, if you watch Real Housewives, you know Nene Leakes called Kim out because she wore wigs. And she would call her wig, and it was an insult. I don't know
This
about
is
the
Gen
other.
Z, babe. We're not talking about Real Housewives.
Yeah, that would be my interpretation as Nene Leakes calling out Kim. Wig.
No, this is...
You keep your legs closed to married men. Wig. That's what she said.
Okay, how old are the Real Housewives?
My age.
Okay, there you go.
That's good advice. Keep your legs closed to married men. Wig.
Okay,
Word to your mother.
The Gen Zers are saying it means basically awesome.
I haven't heard that. Wigging out. I've heard of wigging out. Maybe they just shortened it to wig. We've all heard wigging out, right?
I think you'd say awesome or awesome sauce.
Oh, Lord. I hope you don't say awesome sauce, but I think we did.
Somebody at Jeff's taught me this phrase, awesome sauce.
That's old. Awesome sauce is old.
She said awesome sauce.
Yeah,
and
it's
old.
old.
And I told her, I said, that's lewd.
Well, no, awesome sauce isn't lewd.
Awesome sauce?
No, it's not meant that way.
Or is it the secret sauce?
I worked with somebody that used to say cool beans, and then I
cool
got in the habit of saying it, and I kicked myself every time I said cool beans. I hated it.
Okay. Just a few more here. We'll keep fighting through it. Big yikes.
I don't know what that is.
Big yikes is a more intense version of the word yikes. It refers to something that is so very embarrassing that another much larger yikes is needed. For example,
I don't know about that one.
I thought I was posting it to my Finsta, but it went to my actual account. Yikes.
You know what a Finsta is?
Or even worse, it's a fake Insta. Or,
That's right.
Or even worse, now she knows I was with her boyfriend last night. Big yikes.
I don't know.
No?
I mean, that just...
I would say ouch or oofa.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Ouch.
I would go ooh, ouch, or oofa.
Well, I say what we say a lot is whoa.
Yeah, or whoa.
We say whoa a lot.
Yeah, whoa. Fit.
Having a fit, throwing a fit,
Unlike-
or fit's good in shape.
Unlike the British version, g'day, mate, of the term fit, which means attractive, in the United States, fit is just the shortened version of outfit.
Oh.
She had on a fire fit at the party.
Oh, well.
I used to say threads. I'd be like, dude, I don't have to write threads on tonight.
What were you raised in the 70s?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna pick up any chicks at this thing. I got bad threads on.
You did not say
I
that.
absolutely did.
That's awful.
We'd say threads.
Threads?
Yeah.
That's awful.
Why?
That's so 70s. I love the 70s.
Well, I was born in 71.
You know, that's now, I know, but you were still a little kid in the 70s. You really were a teenager in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
As was I. But my daughter is obsessed with the 70s right now, partially because of Harry Styles and partially because of WandaVision.
Okay.
We need to watch WandaVision on Disney Plus.
Last one. Did you have any input on threads or fit?
No, I just said clothes.
Okay.
I don't know what we used to call them. What did we call them? I don't know. Clothes. I'm too old to remember what we called them.
Okay,
in the 80s.
here's one where I think you were talking about word. I think this is the current word. Bet, B-E-T.
Yeah.
Bet is a word that has many uses. It can be used in lieu of the word okay or yes, but it can also be used as a response when someone challenges you. Instead of saying watch or we'll see, situation one. Hey, I got your text message. See you at the club later. Bet. So you'd say, see you at the club later.
So does
word.
it mean...
I think it just means yeah. It's like yes or okay.
Where'd that start?
Beats me. This is Gen Z. Who knows where they come up with this
Bet.
stuff? They're wearing mom jeans now.
I like bet. I don't think I'm cool enough to use bet, but I like it. Bet.
Situation
I like it.
2. You're not going to come to the party tonight. You never come to these types of events. All right, bet.
I don't think that's
It's like
sounds right.
It's like we'll see.
See, I wouldn't be able to do it because I wouldn't know how to use it properly.
Yeah, me either.
Oh, well.
Me
Word
either.
to your mother.
A couple more here, babe. Luke. L-E-W.
Lukewarm?
L-E-W.
Oh, that's your Luke. My Luke is cool. Like how you look. L-O-O-K.
Oh, wow, you knew that.
Yeah, I knew that. My Luke.
Is a variation of look, a signature physical trait, or a specially and carefully constructed outfit or appearance.
Right. It's when you got your lashes did and your nails did.
Their dress was at prom was a Luke.
Good Luke.
Did you see Megan Thee Stallion's Luke in her?
I thought it
in
was
her newest
the
video?
as well too, but I think it's just Megan Thee Stallion. It should be Megan Thee Stallion.
What did I say?
You said the just like I did, but I think it's just Megan Thee Stallion. But it's the right T-H-E Megan Thee Stallion. It doesn't make any sense.
I think what we would say is on point. Yeah, I mean that's pretty common now. Like
Yeah.
that those shoes are like on point, or they're legit. I used to say legit.
Gnarly. Rad.
Gnarly meant like awesome.
Rad.
Yeah, rad meant awesome. Last one. Low key or high key? I think we use this now. Low key means slightly, secretly, modestly, or discreetly. It's the opposite of high key for when you're sincerely or assertively into something. I low key can't wait for summer to be over, and I high key love snow.
I've never heard high key. I know low key. We say low key. That's low key, dude.
Well, there you go,
Key,
babe.
right?
I'm bringing to you Gen Z so you can understand.
I don't understand.
You can understand the kids now.
It's not meant for us to understand. It's not meant for us to understand.
I don't think those sound right.
I think they're trying too hard to be cool.
I think they are too.
But I do like bet. I like bet. That's my favorite.
So you're going to start saying bet instead
I
of...
don't think I'd use it properly. I'd look stupid, but I like it.
I dare you to say that on the radio.
Bet.
Everyone would be like, what? What did you just say?
I just used it. Bet.
I dare you
I
to
just
do
used it properly, I
Well,
think.
You did that here on this podcast.
Bet. I don't know. I'll try maybe. I'll try to work it in. Hey, I've got to tell the story in 1 minute. Stay tuned for this. Where Alan got an extra hug and a kiss last night from me.
Okay.
And he says he doesn't want the praise and the glory.
Usually I
He's gonna
want the
get it
glory.
anyway.
Usually I want the glory.
And let's see, after I tell you the story of my husband and his wonderful reaction to something that could have gone horribly wrong if he still wants to share the Kellie Claps Back.
Oh, so you're trying to butter me up so I won't do the clap back.
We'll see. Bet. Is that proper?
I don't know.
All right. So Alan and I don't know if you've heard, we're hosting a little podcast family vacation to Mexico. If you haven't heard about it, then you just joined the podcast for the first time today. We've been talking about it pretty incessantly. We're very excited. We didn't get to go in 2020. We went for the first time in 2019. Had about 40 or so people go, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, about 40.
We don't know what to expect this year. We've got a goal of 100, but honestly, y'all, I'm starting to think it's going to be more than that. Because I think people are just so ready just to have something to look forward to. And we see the light at the end of the tunnel and they're like, July sounds pretty good. Let's go to Mexico. So we're very excited. Well, a few of the people that have already committed to go, when you go on our podcast family vacation, you will be in a little chat group, right? Because we have to tell people, hey, this is where we go. This is what we do, right? We want to know where everybody is. So you're not wandering around the resort like, where is everybody? I can't find anybody. So you'll be in this.
Is that how we talk at the resort?
When you're 3 sheets to the wind, you do, I don't know where anybody is.
Okay.
So anyway, from the 2019 trip, we still have this little chat room. And so we'll have to update it for 2021. Anyway, so my friend that's going on the trip for the first time decided we need to have a theme bathing suit day. She must have been searching online or whatever.
Susan?
Susan. She came across this company that does matching swimsuits for couples. Okay. Now, they had tons of beautiful little patterns and things, but the one that came in the most sizes available for men and women and different patterns and stuff was their newest collection. And I forget what it was called, but it has pink and white stripes and palm trees on it. Pretty cute pattern, right? So the men have one style, trunks. That's it. No other option. They get trunks. But the women can choose from a one piece, high bikini bottom, low bikini bottom, halter, bandeau top, all these different things. There's a sarong and all these things. So anyway, I said, okay, I'm down. Pink and white, not typically my best colors, only because I'm very low in pigment.
You're creamy.
I'm very creamy.
Yes.
However, for podcast family vacation, I get a fake spray tan. You would think I'd been spending a month in the tropics. I'm so tan for my spray tan. So anyway, I thought, well, maybe it'll work on me. I don't know. But I had to get a high-waist bikini because remember, I had a mommy makeover many years ago. So I have to get a high-waist bikini. And I thought this would be kind of motivating for me to get the rest of this quarantine weight off. So I order the bathing suit. I send out the link to people that want to do it. I said, hey, if you want to, great. We could all wear them on maybe Wednesday or whatever. It'll be pink striped bikini bathing suit day, whatever. So everybody starts getting their bathing suits in, except for me. Mine was on back order, apparently. Everybody's like, oh, I love it. It looks so cute. Da, 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 da. So mine finally came in on Sunday.
But everyone can order whatever style they want?
Whatever style, but the same pattern.
Same pattern. Okay.
So I decided to try something a little different.
Mm-hmm.
I got the bandeau top.
Mm.
And I got the high-waisted bikini.
So a bandeau to me is like a tube top.
It's like a tube top. I thought I'd try something different, right?
Right.
So it finally, everybody's getting their suits and they're like, oh, it's adorable. Oh, I love it. Oh, this is the best. I was like, okay, well, this is making me feel optimistic, even though I wasn't really sure about the color. So it comes in Sunday and Alan he's not hungover necessarily, but he's still recovering from the night before.
I was just laying chilly.
He was chilling.
I was laying chilly.
He was propped up in the bed, kind of sprawled out, laying, kind
of like a spider. Yeah.
And so I go into the bedroom and I say, Alan, it came. So I open it up. I was like, here's your shorts. Look at those. He's like, oh, he wasn't that thrilled. I mean, what man is jumping up and down with joy that he gets to wear a pink and white stripe with palmetto tree swim trunks?
Right.
I was like, okay, that's yours. So let me pull out mine.
Uh-huh. This thing looked like something you'd put on an American Girl doll. It was that small.
It's a lot. I'm a big girl. I ordered a large thinking, even if it's a little tight, this is my motivation to get in shape before his
I couldn't
birthday.
get that thing over my thigh.
I pulled this. It was the tiniest thing I've ever seen. I was like, well, maybe it'll stretch. And I pulled out the bikini bottoms. I'm like, what is happening? They were small looking, right? Just holding them
They
up.
were skimpy, tiny.
Granted, Alan and I are big people,
Oh.
so our perspective may be a little off.
Huge.
So I don't know what came over me. I was like standing there in front of Alan. I was like, I got to try this on right now. I just stripped off all my clothes except for my panties. You don't try on bathing suit without wearing panties, ladies.
Why?
That's just because it's gross.
Why?
Because your fanny's on it. You don't want that. And then if you have to send it back, that's gross. It's polite.
I think the fanny is the least of your concerns.
Well, for me, that's the front. It's a British thing. But anyway, I don't know. But
Good
my
eye,
fanny
mate.
was the front. It's
Okay.
gross. Your crotch is on it.
Right.
So you keep your panties on to try on bathing suits. Women should know this. So first, I decided to try on the band. Alan's just laying there. Didn't say a word. I just pull off my shirt. I pull off my bra. I take this bandeau thing out. And I'm like, I look at it and it's so small. I said, I don't know if I should step into it or pull it on over my head. I didn't know what to do. And I thought, my husband's watching. If I try to step into it and can't get over my hips, I'm going to be so embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, I'm going to try to pull it on over my head. Put this thing on. Y'all, I think I had it on kind of sideways and I squirted it around. That is literally, I was squirting my body into it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm standing there like a fool. And then I say, let me put on these bottoms. Y'all, my husband, the sweet man he is, and I'm standing there in this way too small bathing suit that is not exactly flattering for my figure. And he looks at me, he kind of turned his head like he is now. He didn't make a face like he is now. He didn't make any face at all. He just said, I don't think that's the right color for you. Is that the sweetest thing ever?
I don't understand.
When he said, I don't think that's the right color for you.
Yeah.
I knew what he meant. He didn't say, you need to push away from the table.
Whoa.
He just said, because that's what he should have or could have said. He's like,
that would have been very insensitive.
he said, I don't think that's the right color for you. I said, I don't think it is either. So I said, I think I'm going to have to send this back. Because I could have ordered a different style or something. I'm like, no, it was so bad, y'all. But after I got ready for bed, the day went on, and we tried to watch the Golden Globes and that nonsense, and I was getting ready for bed. And I was just thinking about that as I was, washing my face. I was like, that was so sweet. Because if you would have handled that any differently, that could have changed the trajectory of our marriage.
Wow. Sometimes I just fall into something good. Yeah.
I literally said, I was put on my pajamas. I said, I'm going to go out and I'm going to let him know that I appreciate how well he handled that husband defining moment. He didn't tell me it looked awful or hideous on me. Didn't tell me you look so fat in that. Is it?
Well, that wouldn't have
maybe
been...
you should have ordered an extra large. No,
Well,
he said, I don't think that color works on you. I was like,
Well,
you're right. It's the color.
well, none
It's
of
the
those
color.
none of those other responses would have been very nice.
Honey, you don't know what people probably have to hear. So anyway, I came out and I gave him an extra little hug and kiss before I went to bed. And he's like, why are you thanking me for that? I was like, because that was really a sweet way of handling it.
Oh.
So I'm not going to be participating in matching bathing suit day. I want you all to have a wonderful time and enjoy it, because I know y'all look so cute in it, but that was not for Kellie Raspberry. That was not meant for me.
So what do I do now?
You can keep the trunks.
Well,
Have you even tried them on? You haven't even tried them on.
No, but I don't want to wear the matching suit if you're not
You could
participating.
be part of the club.
Well,
You can still be part of the club. I'll get a complimentary suit.
Okay.
I'll get a complimentary that kind of works with the theme. But we'll all be wearing our sandwiches and loving hats. It'll be fine.
Hey, it just reminded me. Somebody at the get-together at Oaked, I've got a picture of her on my phone because she let me take a picture of her with her phone because she found a flesh-colored Speedo on Etsy, which looks better than that one I found on spandex.com.
So we're just going to have two suits now is what you're saying?
I don't know. I still don't know.
Can you return the one you ordered if it doesn't work?
Which one?
Oh, I didn't order it?
I didn't order it.
Oh, thank goodness.
No.
Yeah, order the one from Etsy.
A Speedo has not been ordered yet.
Oh, good.
No,
You need to get on it.
No, we got plenty of time.
Time has a way of sneaking up on you.
Plenty of time.
Just like on this podcast.
You know what we don't have plenty of time for? That's a lot more podcast, but we do have one more bit.
You're going to tell it anyway.
Yeah. We're going to
All right. I'll save my stuff about Emma Kellie for next podcast. I think it's good stuff. If you're a parent of a teenager, I have some really good stuff for you next podcast.
Okay.
But first, let's just end it with just a Kellie Claps Back and get it over with.
It's a good tease, babe, for next podcast. So just to set the stage here, setting. Kellie is sitting in the orifice here, the office.
Right where you're sitting, honey.
Right where I'm sitting.
Just so y'all know for the podcast, he gets to sit in the big comfy chair. I'm sitting on a stool.
That's because I have a bigger ass and I'm a bigger person.
Mm-hmm.
Kellie was sitting here. I was sitting in another chair across the room, my leather chair. Actually, I wasn't in the room. I came happy-go-lucky AE into the room.
And plop down right there in the chair across from me.
Hey, babe, what's up? And then I went plop right in the chair. And Kellie was over here.
Working.
And I said, hey, babe, what's up? Kellie says, oh, I'm just talking to Carolyn. She was listening to the podcast last night. So this must have been a few days ago. This must have been Friday if she was listening last night, right? No, it could have been Thursday because she was listening to the record. Anyway, It was last week. Carolyn, we've mentioned on the podcast, old friend of yours.
Yes.
Okay. You want to provide any color around Carolyn?
Carolyn was the HR at the Kid Craddock Morning Show and Yay Networks for many, many years, and a very dear friend of mine. And I would go to her and I would just dump on her every day, and she'd listen to me and say, Kellie, you're the best. God favors you. You're the best. You know, she was my champion and my cheerleader. And she actually lived with me for a little while. She was living with me when you and I started dating.
Yeah, she was actually the first friend of yours that I met. Yeah.
So she was my roommate for a while with Emma Kellie. We just had a great time. Anyway, she would sit there with Allen, and she just liked Allen, and she was like, you want to tell it?
Well, I'm trying.
You're going to tell the whole whiskey sour thing?
Well, yeah.
Okay. So this is who Carolyn is.
Yeah. No, so I come into the office. I say, hey, babe, what's up? Kellie says, oh, I'm just talking to Carolyn. She was listening to the podcast last night. I say, oh, I just love Carolyn. You know, every time I hear Carolyn's name, I go, oh, I just love Carolyn.
Tells the same story. It's like Hello Hand.
Yeah.
I've heard this 5 million times.
I just love Carolyn. I said, Carolyn got me early on. She understood me. And I said, remember, babe, when she said, Allen's going to do what Allen's going to do. He's going to strum on his guitar. He's going
why she become a Southern belle? Strum on his guitar.
Because she's from Texas. She's from South Texas. She's going to sip on his sour, and she's going to tell y'all to get the hell on out of here.
Yeah.
That was her quote about Allen.
And you love it.
Oh, I loved it.
Allen loves that. He has laughed when she first told him that. He laughed. I have heard this. Y'all don't even know how many times I've heard this.
So I said it yet again.
Said it again.
Kellie says, you know, Allen, that's not always a good thing, being like that. And I said, why? Kellie, because being an asshole is not always a good thing. And I just got up and walked out of the room.
Allen's going to sit there and strum on his guitar
and sip on his sour and tell y'all to get the hell on out of here. That's right.
And I said, sometimes being an asshole isn't always a good thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said.
That's what happened.
And then I couldn't find my phone.
I will take credit for it because let me just say what prefaced that. He was being a bit of an asshole.
What? How?
Oh, probably just your usual assholeish stuff.
I was exhibiting a high level of assholishness.
Probably. But then you said I looked bad in pink and white stripes and made up for it.
Well, I'm really glad you're happy with the way I responded, but I just don't see what was.
That was a good husband move.
Okay. Well, I'll take it because I was told that being an asshole is not always a good thing.
It's not always the right option.
Right.
You revel in that because she's saying.
I do.
What she's saying is.
I don't care.
You and in other words,
right.
You're an asshole.
Oh no.
Right? Am I right?
She's not saying that.
Allen.
No.
I'm going to sit here on my guitar,
sip on my
sour and say, y'all get the hell out of here. Translation. You're an asshole.
If you asked Carolyn what that meant, she would not say, I think Allen's an asshole.
You want me to call her?
No.
I'll get her on FaceTime right now.
No.
Y'all would love Carolyn.
Oh, she's
If I
great.
could get her to go on the podcast family vacation, she would hold court.
Oh, she would hold
It would no
court.
longer be about me and Alan ever. It would be all about Carolyn. Y'all be like, where's Carolyn? Let's go find Carolyn. I promise you.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's so fun. Maybe I can get her to go. We'll see.
All right, babe. Well, this was fun. That went
It
fast.
did go fast.
Holy moly. That went fast like our night at Oak. Before I knew it, it was over.
That's right.
And it was lights
But you know
out.
what? Unlike that, you'll remember this podcast.
I'll remember this podcast. I remember most of them. Number 307 in the books, babe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I love you desperately.
Love you.
I love our listeners desperately. Everybody that came out to Oak, thank you so much. We love you desperately. Even if you didn't come to Oak, we'll have another chance to do things like that. You can go to www.kellieandallen.com/vacation. If you're interested in the summer vacation, deposits
Wow.
are due pretty soon.
We're going to have so many people.
We're gonna have
It's
a
gonna be
lot of
so crazy. But, we're celebrating Alan's Big 5-0. And we have other people that are going, celebrating. Somebody's going, they're celebrating their 30th. I think we have somebody else celebrating their 50th. The first time we went, we had somebody on their honeymoon with us. So we everybody, we have, I had people at the event the other night. They were like, I'm not sure if this is for us. It's like, we have some people coming alone, coming by themselves. And, it's a couples resort, but you don't have to be a couple to come. We have mothers and daughters coming together. We have friends coming together. So, that's the thing. As long as you're 18 and up, you're welcome at this resort. So it doesn't matter what your relationship status is.
No.
So, come. We'd love to have you. And you can at least go to kellieandallen.com/vacation to get the information. You don't have to obligate yourself.
You and our good friends, Melissa and Dave, that was their honeymoon
That was a
trip.
honeymoon. I just said that, yeah.
Did you just say that?
I just said we had somebody on their honeymoon, but I didn't say their names.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Melissa and Dave. And that was the first time.
And they're coming back.
They're coming back. Yeah. All right, babe. We'll podcast again real soon. This was fun. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.
All right. Do you ever realize, okay, they wrapped up their podcast and again, they forgot to say something super important. Well, now we have your chance to ask us about it, yell at us, whatever you like, because we're going to have a bonus podcast on the Stereo app. Alan, where can they get the Stereo app?
The Stereo app. They just download it from their favorite app store.
Yeah, it's absolutely free. And then to hear our bonus, A Sandwich and Some Lovin', you follow me at Kellie Raspberry.
And me at the Alonzo 1971.
Yeah, we're going to be doing this Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Central. You'll be notified when we're getting ready to go live, just in case you're in the middle of something and you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot. We'll notify you. We're going to be there, but we want you to be a part of the conversation. It's going to be in real time. And if you're not there, you're going to miss out on a lot of fun. So go right now and take care of this before you forget. Download the Stereo app for free. Then follow me at Kellie Raspberry.
And me at the Alonzo 1971.
And we'll see you Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Central on the Stereo app.
Be there.